कम अच्छी फुलफिल कर दिया, अकॉम्प्लिश कर दिया, टेन फेल हो सकता है अच्छी, प्रॉम्प्टेड इंकरेज करना, इम्पीड करना, खराब करना, फील डिटर करना, इंकरेज करना, उधर तो one should obey their parents, obey one one's parents, one आया तो one's parent, one subject, one parent, one's parent. Neither the principal nor the teacher are interested in job, their job, their jobs. सही है, their job ऐसा कभी नहीं लिखते, पर job is job नहीं लिखेंगे, लिख लेंगे. Wicket after wicket are failing. इसे सिंगुलर कंसिडर करते हैं. Wicket is failing. Every child should complete his homework. Should complete. Every child. Child की बात हो रही है, बच्चे की बात है. His its homework. His homework. Complete should complete it क्या होगा? Complete its homework. Their homework. Every child should have complete their homework. Yeah, should complete his homework. यार ये सिंगुलर होता है बोलने के बाद तो हिज हर ही आना चाहिए. देयर तो प्लूरल फॉर्म में चले जाएंगे. ऑफ एनी टाइप का ठीक है. इससे शुरू नहीं, डोमिनेशन यहाँ से नहीं, सिर्फ सी से शुरू हो सकता है और कहीं से. तो सी से यही दो जगह पर देखते हैं. डोमिनेशन और कंपल्शन इज अ डायरेक्ट हिंडरेंस of any kind to freedom, any kind नहीं, from compulsion to freedom, and intelligence is direct hindrance of any kind of dominance. नहीं बेटा है dominance and compulsion to freedom and intelligence is direct hindrance of any kind is direct hindrance to freedom and intelligence. आर से नहीं हो सकता, प्लेयर्स हो सकता है. प्लेयर्स आर नॉट अलाउड to change a different position unless there is a special requirement. Players QRS, QPR, ज़्यादा ही आसान दे दिया. Loosely rely नहीं आएगा, रेज नहीं आएगा. On this loosely, uh, accountable contractor increasingly relying on पी के बाद एस जाना चाहिए, पी के बाद एस नहीं, पी के बाद एस नहीं, पी के बाद एस है, पी के बाद एस नहीं, पी के बाद एस नहीं. सी increasingly relying on these loosely accountable contractor is bound to backfire. यही बढ़ेगा ना. relying on पी के बाद एस जाना चाहिए, पी के बाद एस है ही नहीं, पी के बाद एस है ही नहीं, पी के बाद एस, पी के बाद एस वहाँ पे तो नहीं. यहाँ पे क्या बोल सकते हैं, was a was a statesman and military leader who became famous in army Rwanda during the French Revolution. क्यों लास्ट में होना चाहिए, यही करिए, एस से शुरू होना चाहिए. ज़्यादा ही आसान दे दिया. AEAF जाना चाहिए, ठीक है. शी शुड हैव टू एम्फेस with a knife, created with a knife. By his success, she would have embraced his success. ठीक है ये हो सकता है ई के साथ तो रह सकता है. Her boss sent her on किसी का नहीं है अभी सी किसी के साथ नहीं है अभी. He was greatly elated by his success. His success भी ई जा रहा है चलो. He read it into town. She would have कैसे बैठेंगे तो यहाँ पे क्रिस्टोफर इज अ मैन of exceptional talent, man of exceptional talent. बी डी बी डी बी डी नहीं है बी नहीं किसी को भी जाना. In our resort, him or his brother नहीं ए arguments and strength in our resolve हो सकता है सी. We must not falter him for his brother. We must not falter his brother. एक betrayal. Is to a argument string of in a string in our resolve. Falter from his brother. She argued with him. He argued about on what he had done. They argued AP के साथ जा सकता है बस. But she not handling. नहीं, it was none of नहीं बेटा वैसे ही बेटे. यहाँ पे क्या है not everyone has internet access and sudden closure of public library. Okay, the sudden exposures, sorry, closure public library has and actually has questioned that even fewer people can get online. Only fewer people can get that even okay has meant that even has examined it, had protected that had question. Not everyone internet has the internet access and sudden closure of public library has questioned that even fewer people can get online. People examined has examined that has examined that even has questioned that even fewer people has examined that even fewer people get question किया गया meant has meant that even fewer people इसका मेरा मतलब the fewer people get online question even तो बैठने का एग्जामिन नहीं meant fact that we are not now really leave our home means few people what is actually going on all over the country. In fact, that we are rarely living in our home means are are few people are convinced what is actually going on all over the country. Fact, the fact that we now really live in our home means few people convinced नहीं लग रहा aware close नहीं बैठ रहा aware of what is actually going on country. We need leaders who allow public health experts rather than political self-interest to make policy. Leaders who allow public health experts rather than their political self-interest to collect policy. Need leader. कुछ यहाँ पे ऐसा वर्ड चाहिए तो इन्हें अपोज करेंगे. शायद ऐसा कुछ नहीं. Not everyone has internet access and sudden closure of public library has questioned that even fewer people can get online. has meant that even fewer people can get online. We need leader ऐसा एक leader चाहिए who allow public health experts rather than their political self-interest to make policy, to collect policy, not guide policy. Trade unionists feared that telework was just by employer. Another rule by employee to cut wage bill and erode worker rights. Other rule है ये just other rule by employer to cut wages. Another system in telework was other rule to name the revenge हो सकता है system name में कोई employer को बताना revenge हो सकता है another employer to cut wages and हो सकता है एक lower answer bring this constructive पता नहीं मेरे गलत हो सकता है unsurprisingly this constructive rethink on the part Zelensky has not received attention it deserves. Unsurprisingly, this constructive rethink, destructive, productive rethink on part Zelensky has not received attention it unproductive rethink, negative rethink, destructive, productive, constructive approaches. बताया डिप प्लंग मतलब तो ऊपर होता है स्पाइक मतलब ऊपर होता है प्लंग मतलब नीचे होता है सोर मतलब ऊपर एक्शन मतलब ऊपर माउंट मतलब ऊपर बसी बोटिंग से माउंट यहाँ पे भी क्या चाहिए था सिनोनिम से रिकंस्ट्रक्ट डिस्ट्रक्टिव ना नेगेटिव प्रोडक्टिव फुटाइल प्रोडक्टिव होना चाहिए एनहांस करना मतलब बढ़ाना होगा तो डिक्रीज नहीं ऑगमेंट नहीं विस्मार करना एम्पेयर करना डिक्रीज करना विटिएट करना पता नहीं ऑगमेंट नहीं होगा ये दोनों तो नहीं होंगे मार का मतलब नहीं पता एम्पेयर पेयर पेयर करना एम्पेयर करना जोड़ना किसी चीज को विटिलिएट करना शायद ये होना चाहिए सिंपल लगा देते हैं रिक्रूट करना रिक्रूट सिनोड से हायर करना फायर करना अंडर रिक्रूट देयर जॉब सैक मुझे हायर अंडर लगा रखा मुझे हायर ही आना चाहिए और डिस्ट्रॉय करना इनहेलिएट करना when it came to playing गलत है came to playing cricket हमेशा is better than than ने than होना चाहिए people was shouting and cheering for performer of the evening at the auditorium for the performance people was कर रहे थे at the cheering and shouting and cheering to the performer in the evening चाहिए होता of the evening taxation of a digital companies has चाहिए था be concerned for G20 Joker heard the people shout in the street on the street not in the street तो आसान था ओके यहाँ पे his mother does not know about his and all always thought he was very bad person like his father but he tried always to make him good person and told him to study well and be a good person great person who never cared his family, who can only care for his family and not other, who care, who always hate other, who can help people who need. What was the ultimate aim of the boy even after getting a job? Ultimate, ultimate. Village had his mother small people income find Chotu father his help. Their mother always taught him 2 days concert side fraction not able Chotu very sad. Some his work remember mother he should great person in life. He got confused about what to do for living. After some day he decided to work. He tried to be government. One day also try again and again. He not everything in class, but his ultimate aim was to learn. Because unintentionally. How did Chotu's father die? Okay. In village Chotu, mother Chotu live mother his school father is income. Chotu's father died because of over drinking. Where did Chotu's mother used to work? Chotu, when construct his he used to go to school. His mother used to go for a small job at a construction site. की जिंदगी भी हो रही है जी. ऐसा नहीं था. 80% एक्यूरेसी है. चलो ठीक है. 22.5 स्कोर बना. वो चीज़ भी बनता है. इसमें तो बनना ही चाहिए. मेरे भी गलत हुए मतलब कुछ तो. Of the evening at this auditorium where the people were आता है. कैसे everything. यहाँ पे क्या गड़बड़ है? None of this. अभी मैं लगाया serious. अभी बन रहा था. We must not filter him for his. यहाँ पे कुछ पता ही नहीं चल रहा था. Has question has यही लग रहा. ठीक है. और यहाँ पे गाइड की प्रोटेक्ट पॉलिसी मेक पॉलिसी. सब इंटरनल नॉट मेक पॉलिसी. गाइड पॉलिसी. ठीक है. आर्ग्यू या फिर रूल सिस्टम फ्लॉइड सिस्टम फ्लॉइड तो नहीं बैठ रहा था. और यहाँ पे विटिलेट नहीं बैठ रहा था. इम्पेयर या फिर नॉन बैठना चाहिए. ऑगमेंट 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 का मतलब तो डिक्रीज करना होता है. ऑगमेंट का मतलब मीन्स ऑगमेंट जैसे हम ऑगमेंट ऑग 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 से आग भड़क